Hey, 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 everyone. Looking for some awesome social media domination secrets? My name is Stephanie Hirsch. I'm a business coach. I help people make multiple streams of income with their current business so that they can work less hours and make more money. So one of the things that I love to do for my clients is help them dominate social media. Now, I've run a lot of different companies before, and a lot of you have seen me online. I've run a tea company. I've run a business coaching practice. I've run financial education, fitness stuff. I've done self-defense. I've really done a lot of stuff in the internet marketing or direct response marketing world. And it's really great. It affords you a lot of time with your family because you can largely sell what I love to sell the most, which is information products, helping people better their lives, helping people become more successful without having to show up on a phone call or a webinar, doing stuff at their own pace. So that's why I've created this training for you, because I want you to go home and just sit and chill out and watch this training, figure out how you can take your business and bring it to the next level with social media tools. So today we're going to focus on Instagram because Instagram is one of my favorite things in the world. I love getting on Instagram lives and interacting with people and building my followers through making friends. I love posting really fun pictures of hiking here in the mountains in Aspen or doing all the fun things that I do with my entrepreneur lifestyle. But you know, I'll be honest with you, for about 5 years, I posted constantly on Instagram and was only getting about 5 or 10 followers a month. So that's when I said, you know, I can get a lot of business through my websites, through Facebook traffic, through affiliates and joint ventures, but I suck at Instagram. So I devoted my life for a few months to figuring out how to get followers on Instagram. At this time, I'm getting about 1,000 followers a week on my accounts. A lot of you know this because you already follow me, and you have seen my accounts grow from 400 respectively to 6, 7, 8, 9,000 on my accounts just in the last 17 weeks. With that being said, let's dive into some of the secrets that I have learned as I have wrapped my big entrepreneur brain around social media marketing. So the first thing that I want you to really pay attention to as you are learning how to build a monster following on Instagram or on, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, some of these principles apply. You're going to have to choose a target market. So a lot of people are posting beautiful content, but it's not relevant to their market. For the love of God, if you're a yoga instructor, don't post pictures of your cat. And you're going to hear me make that analogy a lot. But for me as an entrepreneur and business coach, a lot of stuff like food pictures, they're absolutely irrelevant. Now, if I'm sitting with a celebrity in a bar in Aspen and we're throwing back champagne and it's après-ski and I'm showing like the entrepreneur life, maybe that will be relevant. But what I want you to do is really narrow in a target market. So here is a tip that I give every single one of my business clients. Pick a statement that tells people precisely what you do. I help people build multiple streams of income within their businesses so that they can work less hours and make more money. Do you see the value statement for my target market? Do you see how I'm driving the exact precise customer to my offer? People who want to run a business with multiple streams of income to have more time with their families. My target market statement, my personal branding statement, my mission statement is, hi, I'm Stephanie Hirsch. I help people build multiple streams of income within their businesses so that they can make more money in less time. It's very appealing. So what I like to do when I'm posting for my target market, I have an avatar and her name is Hannah. I always speak to her when I'm posting for Moms Wear Capes. And in my Aspen Entrepreneur list, I have an avatar and her name is Sally. I am always posting content thinking, is Sally going to like this? So have an avatar, develop that personal mission statement for your brand, and then always post to that avatar, post for that person, stuff that he or she is going to find relevant. Remember, as you're developing your Instagram presence, always think of one thing. what's in it for them. Your customer is going to look and give you 2 seconds, not even. It's probably like 0.3 seconds that they're going to look at your account and scroll through your profile and say, what's in this for me? So when you're creating a following around your niche, you have freedom because you'll know exactly what type of post that you can post. You're not going to wake up and say, oh man, what am I going to post today? You know exactly the content, exactly what's going to meet the needs of your following. So the next thing when it comes to target marketing is relevance. Now that you've chosen your target market, post content that they want to see and stay consistent on that theme. Posting consistently actually gets people to trust you more on your Instagram because they know what to expect from you. You're not going to get every single random dude trying to use Instagram like Tinder on your account if you're posting stuff that's relevant to your business, but you are going to get the right following. If I'm just posting sexy pictures all day, every day, I'm going to be honest. There's going to be a following, but I'm never going to monetize that following. I'm just going to have them blow up my DM with a bunch of stupid stuff like, hey, you're so gorgeous. Hey, you're so awesome. And it's not helping me put food on the table for my family. So even though it may not be the coolest stuff to post stuff that's relevant to your niche, y'all. Now, the next thing that you want to do when you're target marketing is to make a visually appealing Instagram. You know, my personal Instagram coach taught me that people 85% of the time are not going to read the descriptions in your Instagram post. So one of the best things that you can do is make all of your posts very visually appealing. One of the best ways that I know how to do this is actually to create great white space, meaning I like to have a break for your eyes in my posts. It means that you're not going to see a lot of pictures that are super cluttered. Even if I'm taking pictures of, like, for instance, a cup of coffee, I'm going to leave a pretty plain background, or I'm going to blur out the background so that you have a lot of white space so that it's visually appealing. The other thing is tiles. My friend Jenna, it's at the Jenna Code, she does a beautiful job with a visual theme in her account. So what she does is she has color themes. So maybe 3 or 6 posts are all going to be beige, 3 or 6 posts are all going to be red, etc. So go check out how she tiles her accounts. It doesn't mean you actually have to have tiles where every post is a different color, but having a consistent theme is going to let people know, number one, you're professional. You're doing this for your business. Number two, you play to show up like a professional. You do things of a high quality. This is going to engender trust with people that you want to do business with. The next thing that you can do is repost relevant user-generated content. So I love to repost hilarious things that people post on their pages, but I try to really make it relevant to a couple different things. Number one, business coaching, because that's all I do on every business and every account. Business coach, business coach, business coach. But the other thing I like to do is mindset stuff, because business is a lot mindset, in case you haven't already discovered that. And if your business is not successful and you don't do mindset training, just an aside, it's probably a mindset issue. So if you're generous about tagging people when you repost their content, what you're engendering is this psychology of reciprocity. They're going to be more likely to repost something of yours, to follow you back, and one day if you want to do some sort of shout out with them or joint venture, they're going to be more likely to listen to you because you've been supporting them. And so the psychology of reciprocity makes them want to support you back. The next thing that you want to remember when you're posting is that less is more. If you don't have anything awesome, beautiful, relevant, or inspiring to post, it's probably best not to post anything at all. Don't just try to post because you know, maybe you're going to get some of the follower tools I'll tell you about later, and you're posting because you want to get more followers. It's actually not the best way to go. The best way to go is probably to post, depending on your niche, less amazing content than more mediocre content. The other thing you want to remember when you're posting is posting times. You know, my my market, they really only look at their Instagram between, I'd say 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and 4 o'clock at night. And then a lot of people are busy hanging out with their families, hanging out with their kids, bath time, bedtime for my mom account, or entrepreneurs, they're like, whoa, it's 5 o'clock, I'm going to go out and network, or I'm going to go have a nice dinner. And then maybe you'll get a little surge of activity around 9 or 10 at night. But really don't bother. Like when I shoot live videos between, I'd say 4 in the afternoon and 7 at night, no one shows up. So really get a feel for the optimal posting times of your target market. And what you're going to notice is if you have a business account, there are insights that will help you determine when people are online, when people are liking their posts. So if you don't already have your account as a business account, it's a really cool thing to do because you get business insights. Now, how to get engagement on your posts. First thing is comments on posts. If you're commenting on other people's posts, they're probably going to go check out your profile and either follow you, like, or comment on your post as well. But when people comment on your posts, you better be sure to respond to them. Say thank you. Provide a valuable, well thought out remark or response to their post. Even if you think it's a robot responding to you, it's actually going to boost your visibility on Instagram if you respond to that robot, because a real person does manage that account. And even though you think it might be some robot that's just saying, amazing post, great job, you're so inspiring, respond to it, because believe it or not, someone is going to pick up on that response at some point down the line of their robot funnel, which we'll talk about later. Studies show that responding to comments within the first 10 minutes of posting something will significantly increase the ranking and audience on your posts. So that's also really important to remember. The other tip for getting engagement is messages on posts. When people are sending you private messages, it's really good to determine, are they just lonely and trying to make friends, which is okay, we all do this, but are they really a potential client? So send questions to these people that are going to get them talking about whether or not they might be the right client for you. So what I like to ask people is simply this. Hey, I noticed on your account that you travel a lot. Do you do that for work? How cool. You know, or if someone has a lot of fitness stuff, I'll say, man, your account is incredible and your body is smoking. I wonder why you don't have many followers on your account. What are you doing right now to market? So really ask leading questions, but also direct questions that let people know, hey, I'm a business coach. This is all I think about. And right now I'm making a thoughtful response to your message with having looked at your account and bringing value back to you. So the other thing I like to do is before I message with anyone, I like to actually give them value before I've ever engaged in conversation about their business or trying to ascertain whether or not they would be a good client for me. So I like to give them tips like, hey, I noticed on your account that your pictures are looking really dark. Have you ever tried Snapseed to lighten up your photos? It's so much better than the Instagram photo editing. Stuff like that. Give away great free tips to people, and then they'll know that you're really in this to play the game like a professional and that you're a good person who loves to give great tips out to people. Right now, advertising is so cheap for Instagram. Boosting posts is crazy inexpensive. You may think that a post should be boosted just because it got a lot of likes, but what I really want you to pay attention to is, did it really get people on your website, in your sales funnel, to your webinar, whatever you're trying to sell online. If you're boosting a post, it may be more valuable not to boost the one that got the most likes, but the one that's getting the most people over to your website. So really make sure that you have a business coach helping you understand analytics on your account. But if you're in this game just to get more likes, which is totally okay, boost the posts that get the most likes. Absolutely. It's a great way when boosting a post that went totally viral. Like I had this I had this post go totally viral about like sisterhood or something in my Mom's Wear Capes account. I am throwing money at that post to get more followers. And sure enough, that week I got hundreds more mommy followers because they saw that boosted post and they're like, wow, I really love the content that this woman is putting out there. So you can use Instagram boosting to get people to a product or website, or even just to use it to get more likes. So you cannot get folks to your website through hyperlinking in your descriptions on your posts. You can do one link in your bio. And I recommend highly that that link is from Linktree, linktr.ee. Linktree is going to allow you to have a bunch of different buttons so that people can go take my confidence course, they can take my business school, they can do my Write a Book in 30 Days program. They can link to my shop, my apparel shop, whatever. But Linktree is a way to get a lot of different links on your bio very effortlessly, and it's free. The other thing to get folks to your website is once you hit 10,000 followers, people can swipe up on that post and go shop or watch a video or check out your website. I think the options are like shop now, learn more, watch now, whatever. But once you hit that 10,000 follower mark, you have a lot more freedom in getting people to your website. Really, if you want to grow your account to 1,000 followers, I hate to break it to you, but you're not really getting to a great level. Until you get to 10,000 followers, that is when life and sales get much easier. So, it's really easy to boost your posts. All you really have to do is hit promote under your post. It's a blue button, and then choose where to send people. You can send them to your profile, your website. You can send them to your storefront or to direct messages if you just want to interact with people. Select a target market. I started targeting women who were the age of mothers, but then I realized that most mothers under the age of 30 couldn't afford my business coaching and weren't ready for it yet. So I started targeting empty nesters, and my business probably increased 300% just by targeting the right market. So if you need a business coach to walk you through determining who your target market is, where they hang out, and which subset of them have the money to spend on your products, then I recommend you hire one and get that all dialed in, because it can really explode your business. Determine the budget and the duration of your post. You can spend $5 a day on a post and get mad followers started. So voila, it's really easy to boost posts. I hope that you go get your Linktree for free. Now let's talk about visual content. I love my iPhone XS. So if you get one of the newer iPhones, you have a function called portrait mode. This thing blocks out the background in your posts, and it makes you look really well lit, and it makes you look really professional. So you don't need a great camera to get great visually appealing pictures. You can actually use an iPhone XS. I really, really, really highly recommend it. If you want to grow your Instagram account, it's worth the investment in a great phone that's going to take beautiful pictures. Like I said, the iPhone XS does it on the portrait mode. The other thing is staging your photos. Some people schedule entire vacations around their Instagram photos. They'll go to Paris just for a photo shoot. It's hilarious. You can Google this, okay? Or you can get a photo shoot done on private jets to make it look like you're, this badass entrepreneur living this badass life. I don't do that because I live outside a million mountains, so people know I live a badass life in a beautiful house on a hill. But I am going to Europe this summer for a month and a half, which is also badass, I guess. And I'm going to shoot so much video and so much content there, because it does let people know that I have the financial freedom and I have an opulent life, and I have that I don't just tell you how to make money, but I actually make it myself. Unlike a lot of coaches who just sell coaching, which is, they're not actually selling business. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. So stage your photos. One of the best things I like to do is I like to put, like right here, the bricks are a backdrop that I bought just for staging photos and shooting videos. Today I'm not shooting a video like that because it's early in the morning and I'm still kind of in my I'm still kind of a little wiggly. So I'm sitting on the floor right now, but usually I sit right here and I shoot my videos behind that fake brick wall. So I bought that brick wall tapestry for staging. You can also get a beautiful blanket and then put the blanket behind you to make it look like you are in a professional studio and you have a great backdrop. So messy kitchens, dated living rooms, stuff like that. It's just, it's like lower vibration, lower energy. The clutter in your house makes it look like you have clutter in your mind and business. So really be careful about staging your photos beautifully. Another thing I'm going to add, which I don't have down below in the essay that I wrote for you, but I'm probably going to add this in. You know what really looks horrible and unprofessional? When you shoot with the camera below you, really try to shoot face like dead on with the camera. When you're shooting with the camera below you, or when you're taking a picture and it's kind of looking up at your chin, this looks terrible and super unprofessional, so just avoid it. Now when it comes to words and descriptions, on your bio, you've got to get that link tree, obviously, which I told you about. And you want to link all the products, services, websites, and contact me forums. The other thing is, in your bio or profile, make sure you put a very concise statement of exactly what you do and why you are the expert for your target market, and encourage people to contact you and make an appointment to chat. I just have a simple Linktree link and it says, let's chat, with a finger emoji. What to write in your photo captions. So vulnerability is key to creating engaged followers. So when you're writing your descriptions, don't sound like you're preaching. What I like to tell people is that facts tell, but stories sell. So if you read the descriptions to my photos, they're really personal. I'm telling you about my personal life, my mindset, my child, my, dating life, whatever. So really make sure that you look like a real person, because right now, the days of like going online and reading a long form sales letter and buying $1,000 like ebook program, I think they're kind of behind us. People are looking for real people now. There are a lot of businesses that used to run with fake, they would put a stock photo of like the CEO, but that day is over. Now people really want to engage with human beings, and they're a little bit leery about engaging with computers, robots, and stock photos, for good reason. The market woke up, and now we want real human interaction. And so that's why Instagram is going to be your best friend in growing your business. The next thing is clean Instagram line breaks. Everyone always asks me about this. It's really simple. It's just called, it's at www.apps4lifehost.com, and I have it down below in the essay. So that's how you get clean line breaks, because you want to write a beautiful description in your posts, but people aren't going to read it if it's all jumbled together. So I really highly recommend getting apps4lifehost.com. It's totally free. You throw your description in either your iPhone or desktop computer, and it will create line breaks for you and make your posts much more easy to read. Now, when it comes to live videos are awesome. This is a great way to build relationships with your followers, and they're really one of the best ways to reach audiences online. It's so good for you to show the love and recognition to your followers by posting live videos and engaging with them when you're on the live videos. Right now, it's so good when you want to build a following in your account, because live videos are actually going to put you at those bubbles at the top of someone's feed. So story highlights and live videos are going to get you major visibility, much more than just posting regular pictures in your account. You got to do these live videos and story highlights. Story highlights are so easy too, because you can just repost other people's relevant content and add it to your story. You can do things for engagement, like putting yes, no questions and polls and tagging people in places and such like that. So if you haven't done story highlights yet, I really recommend just starting really simply with maybe reposting someone else's amazing content, so that you are going to show up at the top of those bubbles that everyone sees when they log into Instagram on their phone. Next, let's talk about hashtags. The way to use hashtags properly is to make them target marketed. I like to do, entrepreneur and work at home mom, working mom, mindset, stuff like that. It would be really easy for me to get a lot of followers by posting like, pretty blonde girl or, sexy girls or, stupid hashtags like that. But it's not relevant. You're not going to get the right followers. And eventually, when they see that you're a boss and you're posting target marketed content, they're going to unfollow you anyway. So really use your hashtags properly. You should probably do about 10 hashtags and no more than that per post. Even though you're allowed to do 20, my Instagram coach has told me that 10 is that sweet spot. Another great way to utilize hashtags is by picking up on what's trending today. So if Bruno Mars is really hot today in trends, you might use the hashtag Bruno Mars if it has anything to do with your content. So as a business coach, maybe Bruno Mars, I'm not going to post like a Bruno Mars picture just because he's trending today, but I'm going to make it relevant to my content. So maybe he said something incredible about entrepreneurship and building a business and building a following and vulnerability or whatever. And so maybe I'm going to take one of his quotes, make a little meme about it, and then tag him. That's another way to get more followers or get people on your page using trending topics. The best way to do that is just to go to trends.google.com, all right? And don't worry, I wrote all of this down in the description below this video. Next, giveaways. Giveaways are amazing. I know people who run beauty businesses who are getting mad followers by doing giveaways. You can give away art, jewelry, trinkets. It's one of the most effective ways to get engagement on your posts in the entire world. There are a lot of companies who will take care of giveaways for you. I personally don't do giveaways on my account right now because all of my products are really expensive. But I have considered like doing giveaways just to see if I can do something really, really fun. The problem is if you're doing giveaways all the time, if you're doing them more than once a month, what you're doing is undervaluing your product and you're teaching your market to wait to try to get it for free instead of really buy it themselves. So if you're going to use giveaways, please talk to your business coach about how to do it effectively without totally screwing up your business. Next, design software. There's so many amazing things that you absolutely must use. And because it's kind of I could go on for hours and hours about the design software. I just made some bullet points below this video. So number one is Canva. I use it all day, every day. Every single image on my website, every single thing on my Instagram accounts, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my Facebook, everything is done in Canva. It's free and it's easy to use. Number two, stock photos. Again, I wrote all this below, y'all. Stock photos are great. Canva has some free stock photos, but the best ones that I found, I think it's 30 or 50 bucks a month for an Adobe stock photo membership. It's not all the stock photos that everyone is using like Unsplash or Pexels, although those are great free stock photos. I like to use Adobe right now because it has probably the largest database I've ever seen of images, and you can get some that are done in Illustrator or Photoshop that you can hand to your design team to create t-shirts and stuff like that. So Unsplash is free, Pexels is free, everyone knows about them already. So I really like to use Adobe so that I can get unique stock photos, and it's a lot cheaper than Dreamstime or some of these photo sites where you're spending like, I don't know, $1,000 for a membership. So you'll see on a lot of my pictures that it's just me with like a white background, and you're thinking I did a professional photo shoot. I didn't. What I did is I probably shot a picture with my phone, and then I used photo scissors on my laptop to take out the background. This is a way to make it look like you've stood in front of a white screen. And if you make a transparent video picture on your background, just like the post that probably got you here that I was on that red brick wall, I actually transported my picture onto a brick wall. So photo scissors is how you can basically be a professional photographer, do your own little white screen action or green screen action from your computer. and it's like $20 for a lifetime membership. Snapseed, if you have not downloaded Snapseed, Instagram lets you do some like filters and editing on your phone, but Snapseed is really where you're going to get unbelievable professional photographer level stuff for free. I love to add glow features on my pictures to make me look dewy. And then I love to add a little white vignette on a lot of my photos just to keep my photos looking really bright and clean and happy and joyful. And I'm just trying to get people psychologically to feel good with my photos. So I do like to add lots of like bright colors. Facetune, if you have a blemish, I have a blemish right now. And if I take any close-up pictures, I'm going to blot that. I'm just going to show you where it is because like I don't care. I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm just trying to help you. So I have a blemish and I go on Facetune and just smudge it right out. It's amazing. Use Facetune if you get blemishes like me. Cause like you can leave some blemishes in, but like ultimately if it's distracting from your content, I don't see anything wrong with snuffing it out. So scaling your business on Instagram, private messages. I already told you private messages are amazing. Look, I'm a business coach and I really want to help people build sales funnels, develop products, monetize their shit, have a beautiful business that creates more income streams. And you can do this really easily by talking to people through private message. I don't like to talk to people for like days and days and days over private message. At some point, if they look really cool and I want to work with them, I'll say, let's hop on a call for 15 minutes. I convert half of those people to something that makes me money, and all of them make more money in their businesses after talking to me. I guarantee it. The next thing that you can do to scale your Instagram business is shout outs. You usually need money to get shout outs, but you can be surprised at how many people will do a shout out just because they love you and your content, and they'll do it totally for free. So I love when people like send me free stuff or pay me to do a little shout out. If you do it all the time, people are going to get annoyed and unfollow you, but it could be a really fun way to promote people's businesses if you do it really organically so that people don't even realize you're doing a shout out. The next thing you can do to scale your business is messenger bots. I talk a lot about messenger bots. So I give away a lot of free training. Obviously, I have 11 free confidence exercises. I have this free Instagram training. I have dozens and dozens of free articles and ebooks and stuff like that. So I love for my messenger bots on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to say, hey, have you watched these free videos I made? And that's a really great way for people to get introduced to me, my style, my energy, and my genius. Now, let's get to the best part of the video today. It's the free tools it's the tools that I'm gonna help you use to grow your Instagram. So I'm giving you this content for free, but these tools are going to be an investment that you make in your business. But thankfully, it's really cheap and they're not those really crappy follower tools that get you fake followers and end up getting you banned from Instagram eventually. So the number one thing is one of my really good friends has a follower software that he's an actor in LA, and he invested in a follower software a really long time ago that ended up being the highest quality, most awesome software in the world. It's only a couple $100 a month, but it grew my account 500 followers a week consistently for 17 weeks. For $200 a month, it's the highest quality, quality followers. Like these people really came to play and to learn about business and to take their life to the next level with me. So it's not just getting you followers, but it's getting you the right followers. So this is really critical. Most softwares online that are costing you 20 or 50 bucks a month, they're going to destroy your account. But the good thing about my follower tool is there's a real man behind it who's going to talk to you and become your Instagram coach. Next, I have a beefed up follower software and messenger tool. It's now increased my followers by double in my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. So it's not just an Instagram follower tool. It works with 3 social media channels. And here's the skinny. I developed a relationship with this incredible marketer and coder over my 8 years in in entrepreneurship and direct response marketing. So my clients get 50% off a messenger tool that not only gets followers but drives people to your offer through a proprietary technology that messages them in a really beautiful way. It's not going to bombard people and get people to unfollow you. It's going to really gracefully and beautifully engage people in organic conversations or get people to your free stuff or website. So it saves the average entrepreneur to get robots to help you with some of your messaging and to help you with some of your liking and following stuff. I think it saves the average entrepreneur like 15 or 20 hours a week at least. So if you have $500, put it into something that's going to save you 20 hours a week, and you're going to get more clients anyway. And you're going to end up picking up the conversation as a real person, but you're just trying to ascertain through these robots who's engaged, who wants to talk to you, who's really looking to take, their practice to the next level depending on what you're selling. Next, artificial intelligence. I use this same artificial intelligence that powers IBM's Watson, the most famous robot in the world, to do my Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook posts. Now, this is a robot that creates the content for me on those 3 channels. Why do I have a robot create my content and post for me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter? Here's the reason. I love Instagram, but I don't have time to interact with people anywhere except Instagram. But I still want to grow my following, my SEO rankings, and engagement on the other 3 platforms. So for only $127 a month, I use this amazing supercomputer to help take my beautiful Instagram content and post it on other channels for me. So this is what I've done to make major cash on Instagram right now. A lot of you know that I just got on Instagram Live with my books the other day, and I tried to calculate the way that my business has grown since I started using these tools. I think it's been something like 2,600% or something like that, 2,600% increase. I mean, my business has really exploded with these tools, and I hope that they bless you and help you too. So what you're going to do below this video, you can read everything that I just told you. I wrote it all out because I know it's really hard to take notes when you're listening to something, and a lot of this stuff is new and unique for a lot of you. So you deserve to make amazing money for the work and the content that you build. If you're not making great money on your Instagram account, use the tools that I've given you or contact me and I can help you with more. Have a beautiful day, everybody. I hope this has blessed you as it has really blessed me and my bank accounts. Have a great day.